Excuse me?
The first pitch.
First pitch went great, man. It was a nice strike it for a right-handed batter, the inside on the right corner. So I thought it was great. I didn't have much practice, but I just couldn't roll it. That would have been really embarrassing. I couldn't. You've seen 50 Cent throw out a first pitch at a game. I didn't want to do that either. We had a recruit in town, and fortunately, because I was successful, we got a yes from the recruit.
Is that what he told you?
We had a lot of fun with that, yeah.
Coach, what is your scheduling philosophy?
That's something that, we've taken a hard look at, especially here recently. How we want to start off the year, especially with our non-conference games. We've been invited to quite a few tournaments and games to play against other conferences, and so I think early on in the season, we have to play teams that we can be very competitive with, but at the same time keeping our RPI in mind. We got a nice looking tournament coming up in Orlando with some really good teams, but that's something that we're taking a hard look at right now. And now that I've hired Bob Simon to come on board, he's helping us in that area, and hopefully in the next week or so we'll have another announcement about another coach that's going to have even some more expertise in the area of scheduling.
How important is it to play tough high-end opponents in that early season?
Well, it's tough. It's important, but again, this is our first year. I don't know if we're ready to play the teams that are ranked first, second, and third preseason poll, but whenever that comes out. But we got to have a competitive schedule, and but at the same time, we got some bye game situations that we're going to play some teams that that we should have a lot of success against. So we got a lot of young players, and obviously everybody's new. So we don't want to jump out there in the deep water and try to bite off something that's too much for us to chew on, especially in this first year.
When you talked about hiring Bob, you said you wanted a lifer, and that's about what are you looking for in your next?
Yeah, Bob's he's been better than advertised. He's a grinder. He knows every recruit in the country, pretty much every AAU program and high school coach. I had a chance to experience it this past weekend when we were, at those AAU tournaments, and he's been very resourceful. And he's definitely, we feel really good about hiring him and moving forward with him. And but we're not done with the staff. We still have some work to do.
Coach, what type of student athlete are you looking to recruit? What type of student athlete do you want to put your trademark on and say this is Alabama basketball for the future?
Yeah, I just think our student athlete has to be tough-minded. They have to know how to work through problems and adversity, and be very competitive on and off the floor. Schools, their academics is going to be a challenge because it's going to be something new that they've never experienced before. They're going to play our incoming freshmen. They're going to play against players that are bigger and stronger and faster and mentally tougher than anybody they've competed against. So we have to grow and develop them into maturity. And it's not going to be a one-day deal. Hopefully they'll be able to catch on really fast and excel. But it's going to be a day in and day out, and hopefully we can have some small victories along the way with helping our young players grow and mature, and also the players that are returning. Hopefully they can get in and learn our system pretty quick so that we can hit the ground running, especially when the season starts.
Every coach wants to improve their players to improve. What are some of the changes you embraced after your 2 coaching stints in the NBA?
Well, I think for us, I want to play a lot faster. I think that's important for us to play faster. I want to increase the possessions of our games and not worry so much about the 35-second shot clock. So we need players that can think on their feet, make quick decisions. A lot of what I've been talking to them about is reading and reacting. Reacting to different situations because every situation could be different. So spacing, my team, we don't understand spacing right now, and passing on time and on target passes and being efficient in everything that we're doing. So we're a long ways off from being a very good basketball team. But, you know, we'll get there. It's just going to take a lot of work.
With that said, you have 2 open scholarships. Are you focused on guards? What are you kind of hoping to fill those spots with?
We're not focused on guards. We're focused more on maybe the small forward position and potentially adding a bigger guy. But, you know, we're in a stage right now because we're very late to the game, especially with 2015. Outside of the point guard position, you also have to think about best player available.
As you're doing events like this, I'm sorry, go. As you're doing events like this, what anything surprise you from the reception that you've gotten from the Alabama fans?
No, not really. It's all pretty much what I've heard, that they're going to be very enthusiastic about Alabama football and basketball. They want a new experience with basketball, so we've been very well received. And I'm hearing from the fans that they're going to come out and support us, and hopefully we can make them proud and give them a terrific product on the floor.
One of the guys you are getting in 2015 is Luvern's Dante Hall. Have you had a chance to meet him yet, and what do you see him bringing to the program? Where do you see him fitting in?
Yeah, I had a chance to meet him. That was one of our first stops. When I took the job, and he's a long, lanky kid that's very athletic, and we got to develop his body a little bit more, but he's just a mama's boy, but he loves to play the game, and his athleticism is what we need. We need somebody that can play above the rim. I want somebody that we can throw lobs to, and guys that can block shots, hit the floor, and run back quickly on defense, and that's what we see in him. So he's going to be an exciting young player for us in his first year.
What Nick, the guy? I don't know. Did he sign? No. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Coach, who are some of the former NBA players from Alabama who have reached out to you?
Well, one guy calls me every day, Jim Farmer. That's one guy, and I love Jim. I just give him a hard time. Derek McKee, Keith Askins, Robert Ory. I'm expected to hear from Gerald Wallace, who I coached a little bit with the Nets. Mo Williams. So I've had quite a few guys, and we're in the process of or the planning stage of trying to organize something for August where we're going to bring a lot of those former players back to get them on campus and have some sort of dinner or luncheon to recognize them and just get them more engaged with the program and let them know how important they are to us and to our not only the present but also the future.
You talk about bringing the alumni back. Are you thinking about making plans for getting the current students on campus involved? Kind of
we have some major plans that I can't talk about right now, but we've had some discussions about how to get them more involved, and so we're in the planning stage. I can't give it away, but you're going to see a change at Coleman that the students are going to be really excited about.
Real quick, I just want to ask, I don't know if you saw last night, your counterpart at Auburn had a little fun, did a little song and dance.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it? Okay.
No, sir.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.